What do we have planned for the next 6 months for the Zero DFV program in the Hills Shire? I know it's the question on everyone's lips right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to be able to answer it in the next couple of minutes. We are at a really pivotal stage with the program, and it's exciting to see the momentum building within the community. We have started campaigns that are now out in the public interface, and we're starting to see some fantastic momentum, feedback, engagement beginning to occur within the community. Over the next 6 months, the Zero DFV program will be building on this by activating 2 more critical stages in our 5-year plan. But before I get into that, I have one little request for you, something for you to think about. As you listen to the remaining minutes of this video, I want you to be thinking about who you will share this video with. People often think that big problems like domestic and family violence require big solutions. But the fact is, to get to Zero DFV, what we want to achieve and what we need is the compounding effect of moments of shared learning. And this video gives you one opportunity to share learning with other people, other community-minded people who would love to see domestic and family violence removed from our communities. So here we go. What have we got planned for the next 6 months? Firstly, we will be continuing to ramp up the community education campaigns. We have a facts and stats campaign running at the moment, which is educating the broader community on the fact that there is domestic and family violence in the Hills Shire and the scale of that issue, and the fact that they can also do something about it. Also, in addition to that campaign, we will be activating 2 more critical stages of the program. The first stage that we're going to be activating the next 6 months, the additional stage, is the strategic stakeholder onboarding. Now, we did a little bit of this in the early stages of the pilot. We worked out that we need to be doing a lot of it. What it involves is delivering briefing presentations and facilitating discussions with the major influencing bodies in the community. Now, what I'm referring to there in practical terms is the employers, sporting clubs, faith communities, other community networks, people in the community that have influence. We want to make sure they are all briefed on what primary prevention is in relation to domestic and family violence, the Zero DFV program. We want them clear about the goals that the community has set for itself, and then we will facilitate a discussion and a process of thinking through how that organisation can then play a role in supporting the community to achieve its goals. So if you're a leader of a community group or an employer or a sporting club, or if you know someone who is, please reach out. The best way to do that is via the zerodfv.co website, and subscribe to our newsletter, and we will start the conversation running from there. Or if you've already received emails from us, then just send us a reply email. The second additional phase that we will be activating in this next 6 months is the prioritise gaps phase. Again, one that we did a little bit of in the early stages of the pilot and realised it was going to need a much more intensive phase of examination. In the coming months, we are going to get together all of the subject matter experts from within the community so that they can look at the gaps that exist within the community. The community has set 3 prioritised goals, and if you're not clear on those, I'll include a link to the NAV book which contains the detail of those goals. They've set 3 goals. There's already stuff happening in the community toward those 3 goals, but there is a gap between where we want to be and where we are. The role of this expert squad will be to have a look at those gaps. There will be a ton of them that need to be addressed. So their focus is then to work out which gaps are we going to work on first, second and third. And then we'll be engaging all of those strategic stakeholders to help us address those gaps. So that's it. That's our plan for the next 6 months. And before we jump into all that work, I just want to take a moment and thank you. Thank you so much for being part of this journey so far, and I really look forward to working further with you as we all take steps together towards Zero DFV. Now remember, think about who you're going to share this video with, because every time you share a video, a moment of learning with somebody else, you're taking another step for your community toward Zero DFV.